Hello YouTube, my name is Justin and I'm going to tell you how to make a chip key replacement keys for your automobile without buying a chip, without going to the dealership and paying $200 to buy a chip key for your automobile, specifically for my Ford Escape, and not having to go to the dealership and have it coded and buying a chip. So what I did was I went to my local hardware store and I bought two blanks that aren't chipped, but they meet the proper milling, and it's the exact same blank that I use to get into my Ford. The only difference is these two blanks aren't chipped and this has a chip in it. So what I'm going to do to resolve this issue, I paid $1.50 each for these two blanks at my local hardware store. And they're the same blanks as this was before it was cut. So what I'm going to do is I'm a locksmith student in Boston. I'm not going to say which school. So what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to go to school. I'm going to take this chip key with the chip in it that starts my car. Okay? And I'm going to take my filer and I'm going to cut this key in half. So I just have this part and this part. Okay? And this is the part, not this at all. It's totally different. This black piece has a little cylindrical chip in it, which tells my car it's okay to start. Okay? And once you have this part and this, okay, so mechanical and digital, once you have those two things, your car will start. But right now, all I have is these blanks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to school tomorrow. I'm going to go on the machine and I'm going to cut these blanks, these two blanks, to this key. So I'm going to make a duplicate to fit my car of these two blanks. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my cutter, whatever, how you want to cut it, doesn't matter, is I'm going to cut right here, okay? And then I'm going to have these two separated, the key and where the chip is, separately. And what I'm going to do is, you guys can already assume, is I'm going to super glue this right underneath my steering column, close enough where it can receive the signal. And what I'm going to do is, when I get this cut tomorrow, I'm going to turn it in the car, and I'm going to measure how close I have to have it to that thing. And hopefully it'll be right on the steering column where it'll receive the signal, and I'll turn this key without the chip in it, and it'll turn the key, and I'll have two blanks for $1.50 a piece that I bought at my local hardware store. I'll cut this, and this will be null and void. I guess I could technically use this, but it won't fit all the way. I would have to use a wrench, something like that, some kind of wrench, and put it in there. If I ever had to use this, which I don't, and that's why I bought two. So what I'm gonna do, in conclusion, I'm gonna go to school tomorrow. I'm gonna cut these two keys to this key. And after I'm done cutting these two keys and they duplicate these keys, I'm going to put it in a vise. I'm going to cut this, and I'm going to take this, and I'm going to put this blank that's going to be cut into my steering column, turn the key, and I'm going to put it as close as I can, and hopefully right underneath. I'm going to super glue it right underneath. It's just this black piece, because this is going to be cut off. Right to there, or I guess I could just super glue the whole key underneath the thing, but if I want to use this for a spare, I can cut it too. But I guess in theory I don't have to cut it. And then I will have two keys that operate the car without going to the dealership and spending $200, $250 for two duplicate keys, and that's $500 I got for $2.50. Okay, and that's one way you can fuck the dealership. because the only thing that is securing my Jeep from theft is this. Okay, I hit this, I hit lock, and it sets the theft alarm. Okay, and if somebody can defeat that, they're not gonna go make a duplicate key and then make a chip for $250 to break into my $2,500 Jeep. It's just not gonna happen. All it is so the man can get you. This is a way from getting away from the man, so we can get into our trucks for $2.50 instead of going to the dealership and spending $250. That's why I made this YouTube video. I graduate in 2 months, so I'm pretty well qualified in locksmithing. So this is to help everybody out there to damn the man. Thank you very much, and like if you want.